Hey, you guys. I'm starting with this question you are seeing on your screens right now. Every person is different. Focus and develop your strengths. Just because you are bad at your job doesn't make you a bad person. Your gifts and talents might be in a different field. Take the time to find your calling in life. Be the best version of you. So, the question is, are you a penguin or an eagle? Penguins are not losers because they don't fly. Their gifting as a bird is to swim. Eagles have great vision and their gift as a bird is to fly. Neither are bad birds. One bird swims and the other flies. Which of these birds describes your personality? You can jot your answer in your thoughts. And now, without further ado, I'm reviewing a movie about penguins called Happy Feet. Let's get tapping! The story. I have a story to tell you. Son of Memphis and Norma Jean, little sweet penguin Mumble has a big problem. He can't sing a single note. In a world where everyone needs a heart song to attract a soulmate, Mumble feels he doesn't belong there. Our hero Mumble is the worst singer in the world, but he can tap dance brilliantly. I watched the movie and it was awesome! The best penguin dancing animated musical Warner Brothers and Village Roadshow movie of the year. Better with the Lego movie. This movie was the best one. The animation. Time for the animation to dance. The dancers for the dance sequences not only had to wear motion capture sensor suits for their movement, but also had to wear special headgear to simulate the penguins' beaks to force them to accommodate the anatomical feature for their characters' dancing. All the dancers in the film had to go through penguin school to capture the movements of penguins. Judge Matt Lee from the TV series So You Think You Can Dance Australia was the motion capture principal for Mumble in the film. The director used Sagan Glover in a motion capture suit while tap dancing to record Mumble's dancing. Not only does Steve Irwin provide the voice for one of the elephant seals, but he was also originally cast to play an albatross that Mumble encounters as he crosses the ocean after the aliens. The albatross scene was cut from the final movie, but you can see it in the DVD extras. The scene was cut before animation was complete, so no actual animation existed until they were preparing the DVD for release. The director and the production crew felt that they needed to do something following Steve Irwin's death, so they completed the scene and included it in the DVD in remembrance of him. This was the first Best Animated Feature Oscar winner to feature live-action, non-animated elements as well as actual telescopic imaging from space. The film must be at least 75% animated to reach Academy standards. This is the first Warner Brothers animated film to use live-action sequences. The characters. Let's see what penguins are in this movie. First off is the star and hero of our film, Mumble. He is a male emperor penguin who is the son of Memphis and Norma Jean. He is unique in that he is the only emperor penguin to not have a heart song until the end, and the first to be able to tap dance and Happy Feet. He is voiced by Elijah Wood, who also voiced Nine from Nine.
When I find out what's happening to the fish, I'll be back. They all died because of me. I started this, and now I need to finish it.
Gloria is known as one of the best female singers. She is the daughter of Maurice and Michelle. She was treated similarly to how Norma Jean was, as all the males wanted to mate with her. Her heart song is Boogie Wonderland by Earth, Wind and Fire. Then there's Ramon, who is a male Adelie penguin who is the leader of the group The Amigos. He is one of Mumble's best friends, a friend of Gloria, Lovelace's mentee. His real name is Ramon Carlos Boyer Garcia Sanchez Santa Maria La Niña La Pinta Pacifico Benito. Memphis and Norma Jean are Mumble's parents. After Memphis accidentally dropped Mumble as an egg, it leads to Mumble's inability to sing and ability to tap dance, which makes Mumble different from the other penguins. Finally, there's Noah the Elder. He is the mayor of Emperorland and the leader of its Council of Elders. He tries to hold his beloved community together even through increasingly difficult times. Norma Jean and Memphis are obviously named for Marilyn Monroe, who was born Norma Jean Mortensen, and Elvis Presley, who lived in Memphis, Tennessee. Their voices and mannerisms are imitations. When Mumble first arrives at the aquarium, the penguin he speaks to talks like Hal from the 1968 film 2001, A Space Odyssey. He even calls Mumble Dave. Time for facts about the movie to dance. The Spanish portion of Boogie Wonderland Raul sings translates as, I am Raul, the coolest penguin, Latino of course, 100% Spanish. My brothers, what? They call me crazy. A little lady lights me like a flame. The party dance, dance, little girl. My heart has dynamite. Boom! Let me be your penguin daddy. When Mumble finally embraces his dancing, not only does his heart song match Gloria's perfectly, but he will never drown her out. Rather than trying to convince her to accept a melody that isn't hers, Mumble provides an independent but perfect harmony that makes both of their songs more beautiful. Mumble features a faded dark spot directly under his neck in the shape of a bow tie. This was added to make Mumble's appearance more like a white tuxedo. This is both to emphasize the Fred Astaire resemblance and is also a play on penguin suit, a slang term for a black tuxedo. When the amigos are getting ready to follow Mumble and Lovelace off the cliff into elephant seal territory, they psych themselves up by singing Jump in Time, a big song and dance number from the 1964 film Mary Poppins, which featured Dick Van Dyke's character, Bert. In order to tell the difference between the male and female emperor penguins, look at their beaks. If it has an orange spot, it's a male. If the spot is pink, it's a female. Also, the golden crest on the breast areas anthropomorphically correspond to gender differences. Initially, Prince refused to allow the use of his song, Kiss, for the film. However, after seeing footage of the film, he not only changed his mind and allowed the song to be used, but also wrote an additional original song for the film to use in the closing credits. When Gloria and Mumble are tumbling around on the ice after emerging from the water, they briefly slide into a human mating position, facing each other and lying down, and then slide into a penguin mating position with Gloria on her belly and Mumble behind her. This is the 7th animated film to be winner of the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature Film after Shrek, Spirited Away, with the English dub release being 2002, Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, and Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Warner Brothers considered a future IMAX 3D re-release as a possibility, having only released the film in IMAX 2D. This didn't happen as Warner Brothers was on too tight a budget to release Happy Feet in IMAX Digital 3D. However, the sequel was released in 3D. This movie was one of the two types of media in 2006 in which Elijah Wood's character hatched from an egg and was forced to find where he belonged. The other was The Legend of Spyro, A New Beginning, where he voiced the title character, Spyro. Mumble came out of his egg feet first, as opposed to using his beak like birds normally do. Technically, this means Mumble was born in the breech position. breech babies tend to have a higher risk of having developmental problems. The rockhopper penguins speak Spanish because they're from South America. The elephant seals speak with an Australian accent because they congregate near the part of Antarctica that's close to Australia and New Zealand. The film opens on a shot of the entire Earth. It seems at first to just emphasize how remote Antarctica is, but it indicates just how large a scope the film encompasses, especially when Mumble swims to Florida. Gloria's heart song is Boogie Wonderland, and she can't get past a certain point. Those who know the lyrics know she has to sing, "You say a prayer so you don't care, you sing and shake the hurt and dance." This is the third and last collaboration between Elijah Wood and Brittany Murphy. Wood guest starred on Murphy's show King of the Hill, and they both previously appeared in Sin City despite not sharing scenes together. When Memphis is singing Kiss, he stops when the helicopter arrived. He tells his son Mumble, "I think you better dance now." This line is actually part of the song Kiss in the version by Tom Jones. This is the sixth computer animated film to be produced at 2.35:1 after A Bug's Life from 1998, The Polar Express from 2004, The Incredibles from 2004, Cars from 2006, and Monster House from 2006. Owen Wilson was considered for the role of Mumble. He voiced Lightning McQueen in Cars, a film also nominated for Best Animated Feature and released on the same year as Happy Feet. Mumble keeps his baby feather coating as an adult penguin. This feather coating is made to resemble a tuxedo with a bow tie, with 3 black spots near his feet resembling spats. The Song of the Heart is the final original song that Prince created for a movie. The song won him his only Golden Globe Award, and he received a Grammy nomination for it as well. When Mumble is dancing, you can see 3 black spots over his ankle area. This is in reference to the spats that used to be worn over shoes in early Fred Astaire dancing movies. Elijah Wood, who voiced Mumble, and Hugo Weaving, who voiced Noah the Elder, were both in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, with Wood as Frodo Baggins and Weaving as Elrond. Lovelace tells the orcas to "Begone, demon fish," which is interesting because in Latin, the killer whale is Orcinus orca, meaning whale of the underworld or demon whale. When aired on Sprout, which is now Universal Kids, for the first time, it made an exception in the TV rating. It is rated TV PG, while all other programs at that time was usually rated TV-Y. Reese Witherspoon, Jessica Biel, Judy Greer, Maria Bello, Renee Zellweger, Lindsay Lohan, and Sarah Michelle Gellar were considered to voice Norma Jean. Natalie Portman, Halle Berry, and Amanda Bynes were all some of the actresses considered for the role as Gloria before the late Brittany Murphy was selected. This is Warner Brothers' 4th theatrically released computer animated film after The Polar Express from 2004, The Reef from 2006, and The Ants Bully from 2006. Thank you so much for reviewing this movie with me. I love you all, and I'll see you on my next review. Bye!